Good morning everybody. Well, here we are again. Now, as I explained in the last video, we can't go on the plough because the crop's coming up. So, we're on the pasture again. Right, been on this field before, thought we'd give it another go just to see if we can turn anything else up. So, keep your fingers crossed and we might just find something worth looking at. Okie dokie, catch you all later people. Right my good friends, we've got a target down here, probably about 6 inches deep, and it's just there my friends. Now, I'm not going to say it's a coin until I get it out, because it could well be a button. It's looking very coinish. Mind you, I've said that before. Oh. It could be half a coin. I don't know whether the other half's down there somewhere. Oh no, it's not a coin. Bugger. Looks like a little doohickey. I don't know what it is. Got 2 little spikes on it. Could be the heel of something, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, we'll pop it in the bag and we'll get a bit further. Well boys and girls, target down here about 5 inches deep, and it's a pity that it's not complete because that is part of a large bell. You can see some decoration around the bottom of it just there. It looks as though it's made out of, I don't know, maybe bronze or something. But that's a lovely little find, that. As I say, it's just a pity it's not complete. Anyway, into the bag with it and best foot forward. Right boys and girls, we've got a target down here, only about 4 or 5 inches deep. It's just dropped out of the edge of the clump, just there. And I think we've got a little coin. Well, I think it's a coin. Can't see much on it at the moment, but there we go. Could be a halfpenny, something like that. In fact, let's be honest, it could be absolutely anything. Anyway, we'll pop it in the little boxy thing and we'll get a bit further. Right boys and girls, well, as you can see, I'm going down this old footpath. Now, I've done that footpath at least twice before, which just goes to show you never find it all. Anyway, I think we've got a bit of silver. Now, it doesn't look in the best of conditions, I have to admit. It's just there, my friends. About 4 inches deep maybe. Came up at 79.80 on the ID scale. I'll let you have a look. And there it is, my friends. That's the imprint left on the bit of soil. Putting that back down there. Probably a 6pence. Could be Victoria, not entirely sure, but I don't care because it's a nice bit of silver. Right, we'll pop it in the special boxy thing and we'll crack on. In fact, as we speak, I think I can see Victoria's head just there. So, that's a wonderful little find. Okay, best foot forward. Right boys and girls, well Craig's still grubbing about in that field over there. But I've just noticed that in this field over here, that I've never been in before because the grass has always been far too long, well it's now nice and short. So I'm going to get across the stream just here, climb over the fence and go and see what we can find. Right, catch you later boys and girls. Right boys and girls, I've just literally climbed over the fence. I've got a signal down here, came up at about 81 on the ID scale. I think it's made out of lead and I'm assuming it's a wheel off a train or something. Probably Victorian, something like that, but a nice little find all the same. Anyway, we'll plod on a bit further in this field and see if we can find anything else. Right, let's go and have a look and see what Craig's found so far. I believe he had a heart-stopping moment, didn't you?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
What was that then?
Look at that at bottom of all.
Oh, I thought it were a gold coin.
It's definitely golden in colour, but I think it's a button.
Could be a button.
And it's not quite heavy enough.
Well, you've got a few coins and stuff.
Yep, had a nice day up to now.
Yes, very good, very good. Right, well, I'm going to get back to my hole because I think I've just found a little brooch. So I'll catch you in a short while. Right, boys and girls, we've got a target down here, came up at 74.75 on the ID scale. It's not a coin. I think, I think it's some kind of little brooch. It's just there. That's the imprint of it, just there. Now, if I could be bothered to put my glasses on, which I can't, I think I can see some kind of design on it. I'll let you have a look. Now there's the little bizarre doohickey in question. Now I'm sure I can see some writing or something on it, and there's a little hole in it where it was probably worn round the neck or something like that. I don't know whether there's anything on the other side. I can't see it. Anyway, it's an interesting little find, whatever it is. Right, we'll pop it away, and I'm going for something to eat now. Well, here we are again. Now, target down here. Oh, I'm just going up this banking, by the way. Anyway, back to the hole. Target down here came up at 72, 73, little bit scratchy, but I think we might have got another coin. I can just see an edge. Let's just hope it's the edge of a coin and not a button. It's just down there, my friends. Well, it certainly looks like a coin. Let's have a look. Right then, boys and girls, what we got this time? Looks as though it's had some hammer, whatever it is. Don't know. Well, tell you what, let's call it George III. If all else fails, it's got to be George III. Ah well, we'll pop it in the boxy thing, and best foot forward, my friends. Right, I'll just quickly show you this, boys and girls. About 4 inches deep, came up at 71 on the ID scale. I think it's lead. Could be part of a lead button, or it could be a tiny little weight. I'm not entirely sure, but I like it. Right, we'll pop it in the little boxy thing and we'll plod on. Right, another very quick one, boys and girls, about 4 or 5 inches deep, just there, and it looks like a coin that's been chopped in half by the plough. Well, I'm assuming that's what it is anyway. Can't see anything on it. There might not be anything on it. Right, into the boxy thing, best foot forward. Right, my good friends, that's Craig and myself done for the day. But don't forget to join me at home to have a look at all the wonderful and not so wonderful things that we've dug up today. Okie dokie, catch you all later. Bye for now. Right, boys and girls, let's have a look at the finds. Well, this pile here is some of the more undesirable stuff that Craig dug up, including lead buttons, ordinary buttons, studs. He also found a nice little watch winder. Now this button that Craig dug up is quite intriguing actually, because I suspect it's Tudor. It's extremely old. For whatever reason, I do seem to dig up, and Craig, A lot of very, very old buttons on that permission. But there you go. A very nice little button indeed. Craig also dug up this George III halfpenny. There's not an awful lot of detail on it, I'm afraid. You can just about make out Britannia on the other side. Maybe you can see the gentleman's head facing right, but not to worry, it's a coin. One of the buttons that I dug up, while we're on the subject of buttons, probably the only decent one that I found, is this livery button. I think it looks like a hunting dog. Apart from that, I can't really tell you much about it. At first I thought it was a monkey. But I don't think it's a monkey. That piece there, I'm showing you that just because I appreciate the workmanship that's gone into it. It's really well made. Solid brass, not too old, obviously horse tack. Just a lovely example of English workmanship, that's all. This item here that you saw me dig up, it says Sheffield on it. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's from a shoe. I think it's probably some kind of leather mount, maybe off a saddle, something like that. Not entirely sure. That's the little lead wheel you saw me dig up when I crossed over the stream and the fence. Probably Victorian, child's toy. That is part of quite a large bell. It's not a crotel bell. I think it's actually from a carriage because it's made from bronze, and you wouldn't make a crotel bell out of bronze. Well, not the ones I've found anyway. Just a pity it's not complete, but a very nice find all the same. This is the George III halfpenny that I dug up. It hasn't been chopped up by the plough. The cut is far too neat and crisp, so it's been cut by hand for whatever reason. I don't know why. They did some strange things in those days. You can just about see Britannia on the other side, just there. I also dug up this ship's halfpenny. Nothing much left of it as usual. Can't get a date off it. Probably 1943, something like that. I also dug up this George III halfpenny, which has been hit by the plough. No doubt about that. Not much detail on it at all, really. In fact, we'll leave it at that. It's a George III halfpenny, about 1790. That is the tiny, tiny little trade weight that I dug up. Probably used for weighing precious metals, gold, silver, from a set of weights. It could also have been used for weighing snuff, another very valuable commodity in those days, probably from the 1700s. This item here is what I thought was a brooch at first, but it's obviously a pendant. It has got some writing on it. You can see a W, some dots, some other kind of design. There's nothing on the other side, but a very, very nice little find. Probably quite old, but I don't know how old. Could be from the 1600s, 1700s. It's been made by hand. It's not been stamped out by a machine, but a nice find all the same. And that is the silver sixpence that I dug up on the footpath. A very, very young Victoria. There's not much detail on the other side. I have been able to get a partial date off it, which is 1844. You'll not be able to see that, but I will put a picture at the end of the video that I've taken with the digital microscope so you can see part of the date. And of course, that pile there is the stuff that I dug up, which is just run-of-the-mill stuff. Various bits of scrap lead, 1p piece, various buttons, don't know what that is. Okay, my friends, well, those are the finds. Right then, kiddie winkies, that concludes the proceedings for today. Not a bad day, few decent little finds, especially the silver sixpence, although the reverse is not in the best of condition, admittedly. Although, at least I managed to get a date off it. Once again, just leaves me to say thank you for joining Craig and myself today. We do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all the next time round, whenever that may be. So I'll see you all later. Bye bye.